Okay, so day 3. This was another morning I didn't want to get out of bed, but here we are. So if you're wondering about all the trash cans, and you probably aren't, it's garbage day. So day 1 was, what are these videos about? Day 2 was, why do you want to lose weight at all? So I figure today we'll talk about food, because I like food. Everyone likes food. Let's talk about food. We'll start with the kind of food I'm eating right now. I've been trying to get healthy for a while, at least when it comes to my food. Not super healthy, but kind of healthy. And my problem with food is I'm really, really picky when it comes to food. I don't like bitterness at all. Like bitterness really, I don't like it. So that makes eating vegetables a challenge. That makes eating a lot of healthy food a real challenge. And I'm also like texture. Texture is a huge deal for me. So like the crunch of onions, the crunch of lettuce, I don't like it. It feels like, this is gonna sound weird, but it kind of feels like bugs between my teeth. It's, I don't like it. But I've been trying, and at the very least, I don't eat nothing but junk. You know, I love chicken. I love turkey. I try to go whole grain and whole wheat as much as I possibly can. And, you know, that helps things. So my diet routine, I guess, goes like this. Wake up. First thing, I don't have breakfast. Now, that's a personal choice. You can have breakfast and still lose weight. I just choose not to because lots of cars today. Because it's not that big of a deal for me. I would rather just save myself the calories and not have breakfast because I really don't get that hungry throughout the day. I mean, I get a little hungry, but I'm like used to it. I'm used to that feeling of not having my stomach full, but I have water, and I have this package of macadamia nuts in my office for those days where I just have those stabbing hunger pains, and a few macadamia nuts usually quells that down. And every day I pack lunch, and my lunch isn't the healthiest lunch, and it could certainly be healthier, but it's still a decent lunch. It's not fast food. So every day for lunch I pack whatever leftovers we have in the fridge. I like to make food in like bulk so I can take it to lunch every single day without having to worry about it. So lately it's been spaghetti with tomato and mushroom sauce. And what that is just jarred tomato sauce with a bunch of mushrooms and a little bit of soy sauce. Blend it all together. Because again, I'm a texture person. I like my sauce smooth. Like super smooth. So, you know, it's not the healthiest thing to have spaghetti with meat and sauce. But, you know, there's mushrooms in it. I'm getting used to mushrooms at least. And then I have this small container. I fill up about half of that or less than half of that. And then the other half I put in one slice of garlic bread. Again, not very healthy, but it's one slice and it's sort of a skinny slice. And then I measure out 1 ounce of kettle chips. I have those. And I grab 2 cookies, because 2 cookies is one serving. And along with that, there are these candied almonds that I like. So I take about a fourth cup or one serving of those as well. And that's lunch. And I have water with lunch every single day. And sometimes that's really hard because my office fridge has a lot of free soda in it. And I promised myself that, unless I'm desperate for a dopamine kick, I'm not going to touch any of it. And lately, I've been really good. I haven't had one in maybe 2 or 3 months, which is good. I don't completely abstain from soda at all, but when I do, it's like a special occasion or like a treat. And, if I have a soda with dinner, we don't keep soda around the house, but sometimes I'll have a soda with dinner. Like, I'll buy soda specifically to have with dinner. And on those nights, I won't have dessert. And I do have dessert. I don't think dessert is a bad thing as long as you're being responsible. Like, for me, we have a lot of ice cream in the house because we like to buy a lot of ice cream and not eat it. So I'm trying to eat through that. But I only have 1 scoop a day or a half cup, which, again, 1 serving size. So my thing isn't so much counting calories as it is making sure everything is 1 serving, which I think is a good compromise to counting calories. And I really should count calories. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as I'm not having too many things, and as long as the things I do have is 1 serving, I doubt I'm going over my limit. Especially since the ice cream I'm eating right now is reduced fat, which, before you comment, I did check it with the regular stuff. It's reduced fat and reduced sugar and reduced salt. So, and it still tastes good. So, it works. I really want to reduce my carbs. We tried keto just, sorry, I don't want to say his name quite yet. My husband and I tried keto. We couldn't stay on it for very long. Not because it was terrible, but A, we love potatoes too much, and B, it's a lot of prep work because if you want something and there's no keto version of it to buy, you have to make it yourself, which at first wasn't so bad, but then the dishes got away from us, and the kitchen was always a mess, and we're like, we can't keep doing this. Let's just, try to just reduce our calories. And that's what a lot of nutritionists say lately, or they've always really said it, but that's what a lot of nutritionists say. The common thing they say is like, it doesn't matter what you eat particularly, as long as it's calories in, calories out. You need to have a deficit by the end of the day, which is half the reason I'm walking. I'm trying to get that deficit down. Whew, it's already 18 minutes. 18. It's already 8 minutes. Well, I guess I'll cut it off here, and tomorrow I'll talk about the foods I plan to eat in the future. But for right now, all right, bye.